The world of reality television has never been short on drama, from emotional family conflicts to shocking personal revelations. Audiences have watched some of America's most talked about families grow up in front of the camera. But now, a new headline involving one of reality TV's most recognizable families is sparking intense conversation online, and it's raising questions about fame, financial pressure, and the changing landscape of celebrity in the digital age. In recent days, reports began circulating that Lauren Pumpkin Effett, the daughter of reality television personality June Shannon, better known to millions as Mama June, has started producing solo content for the subscription platform OnlyFans. According to discussions spreading across social media and entertainment forums, the situation has drawn even more attention because sources say her boyfriend has expressed support for the move. For fans who have followed the family since their earliest days on reality television, the development feels like yet another unexpected chapter in a long and complicated story that has unfolded over more than a decade. From the early days of viral fame to legal troubles, financial struggles, redemption arcs, and emotional family reunions, the family's journey has played out publicly in ways few others have experienced. Now, with the rise of digital subscription platforms that allow creators to connect directly with paying audiences, another layer of that story is emerging. Supporters argue it's a modern example of taking control of personal income and independence. Critics say it reflects deeper issues within the reality TV fame cycle. So, what exactly is happening? How did this story emerge? And why is it generating such strong reactions across the internet? Tonight, we're taking a deep investigative look at the headlines surrounding Pumpkin Effett, the reactions online, the context behind the reports, and what it all means for the future of one of reality television's most talked about families. Because this story isn't just about a viral headline. It's about the evolution of fame in the internet era and how families who once became famous on television are navigating a completely new digital economy. Background and context. To understand why this story is gaining traction, you have to go back to where the public first met this family. More than a decade ago, millions of Americans were introduced to the Shannon family through the reality television phenomenon. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, a spin-off series that followed the life of child pageant star Alana Thompson, widely known by her nickname Honey Boo Boo. The show, which premiered on the network TLC, quickly became a cultural talking point. Some viewers were fascinated by the family's unfiltered personalities and chaotic humor. Others criticized the show as exploitative reality television. Regardless of where people stood, one thing was undeniable. The show generated enormous attention. At the center of it all was June Shannon, the outspoken matriarch whose larger-than-life personality helped drive the show's popularity. Alongside her daughters, including Lauren Pumpkin Effett, the family became recognizable figures across American pop culture. The show ran from 2012 until 2014 before being canceled amid controversy, but that was far from the end of the Shannon family's presence in the entertainment world. Years later, they returned to television through the series Mama June From Not to Hot, which documented June Shannon's dramatic physical transformation and the complicated relationships within the family. Over time, audiences witnessed intense family conflict, emotional reconciliations, legal struggles, and the shifting responsibilities within the household. One of the most notable developments involved Lauren Pumpkin Effett stepping into a major caregiving role. In 2022, she was granted legal guardianship of her younger sister, Alana Thompson, a move that many fans interpreted as a sign of how family responsibilities had shifted amid ongoing challenges. For viewers who had watched the sisters grow up on television, the moment represented a major turning point. Pumpkin was no longer just the outspoken older sibling from reality TV. She had become a young mother and a central figure holding the family together, and that transformation earned her significant public sympathy. But as many reality TV stars eventually discover, the transition from television fame to long-term financial stability is rarely easy. Once cameras stop rolling regularly, income streams can change dramatically. Some former reality personalities build businesses, pursue traditional entertainment careers, or become influencers on social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Others turn to newer creator economy platforms where fans can subscribe directly to support them. And that's where the current conversation begins. Breaking details. In recent days, online discussions began circulating suggesting that Lauren Pumpkin Effort has been producing solo content for OnlyFans, the subscription-based platform known for allowing creators to charge monthly fees for exclusive posts and interactions with subscribers. It's important to clarify something here. The platform OnlyFans itself hosts a wide range of content from fitness coaching and cooking tutorials to lifestyle updates and personal blogs. While the service is widely associated with adult content due to many creators using it for that purpose, the platform does not exclusively host explicit material. According to posts circulating across fan forums and entertainment commentary pages, Pumpkin's reported content is described as according to posts circulating across fan forums and entertainment commentary pages, Pumpkin's reported content is described as personal, exclusive, and designed specifically for paying subscribers who want behind-the-scenes access to her everyday life. However, the internet being what it is, speculation quickly exploded far beyond the original reports. Within hours, reaction videos started appearing across YouTube. TikTok creators began debating whether the move represented empowerment or desperation. Reddit threads filled with arguments from longtime fans who have followed the Shannon family since the very beginning. Some viewers defended Pumpkin immediately, pointing out that many celebrities and influencers now use subscription platforms as a normal business strategy. Others argued that the situation felt uncomfortable because audiences first met the family during a very different era of reality television, one that marketed them as chaotic but ultimately family-oriented personalities. That contrast is exactly why this headline has become such a viral topic. To many viewers, the story symbolizes how drastically internet fame has changed over the last decade. Back in the early 2010s, reality television stars mainly relied on network contracts, sponsored appearances, tabloid interviews, and occasional product endorsements. Today, the entertainment industry operates differently. Influencers and public figures can generate direct income from audiences without needing television executives or major media companies involved at all. That shift has created massive financial opportunities, but it has also blurred the line between private life and public business in ways that continue to spark debate. For the Shannon family, public attention has always come with intense scrutiny. Every relationship, argument, reunion, and controversy has unfolded under a microscope. Fans have watched family members battle addiction, financial hardship, legal problems, and emotional conflicts while cameras continued rolling. Some supporters now argue that after years of giving networks access to their lives, Pumpkin has every right to profit directly from her own audience instead of relying on television producers. One viral commenter wrote that reality TV stars spent years making networks rich while receiving only a fraction of the long-term profits generated from their stories. Others echoed that same argument, saying creator subscription platforms finally allow public figures to control their own income streams. But critics see a darker side to the situation. Some commentators believe reality television fame can trap families inside a cycle where increasingly personal revelations become necessary to maintain attention. According to those critics, the internet rewards controversy, shock value, and constant exposure. As audience interest fades, the pressure to remain relevant can grow stronger. In online discussions, some former viewers express concern that children who grow up in reality television environments may struggle to separate personal identity from public performance later in life. Those conversations became especially intense because audiences literally watched Pumpkin grow from a teenager into an adult on camera. Another major factor driving online interest involves the reported support from Pumpkin's boyfriend. Across social media, users debated whether his approval represented healthy support for her independence or something more complicated. Some praised the idea of a relationship built on trust and mutual financial goals. Others questioned whether public fame creates pressure inside relationships to prioritize income opportunities over privacy. Relationship experts and entertainment commentators even began discussing the broader trend of couples entering the creator economy together, where social media branding and monetization often become shared business decisions rather than purely personal choices. Over the last several years, subscription-based content platforms have become increasingly normalized among influencers, reality stars, fitness creators, musicians, and internet personalities. While OnlyFans remains the most recognizable name, many public figures now use subscription communities to offer exclusive content, live streams, direct fan interactions, and premium updates. Some creators use these services for lifestyle blogging or personal interaction rather than explicit material, but because the platform developed a strong public association with adult content, headlines involving celebrities joining the service almost always generate viral attention regardless of what type of content is actually being shared. In Pumpkin's case, that attention intensified because of the Shannon family's already complicated public reputation. The family has spent years balancing redemption stories with controversy. Fans watched Mumai June battle addiction and attempt to rebuild relationships with her daughters. Audiences witnessed emotional confrontations about trust, parenting, financial stress, and responsibility. Through all of it, Pumpkin often emerged as one of the more stable figures within the family dynamic. Many viewers admired how she stepped into a caretaker role for Lana during difficult periods. That public perception is one reason the current headlines are creating such divided reactions. Supporters say Pumpkin is simply evolving with the times and taking control of her financial future. Critics argue that the story reflects how reality television fame can eventually push families toward increasingly controversial forms of monetization. Some entertainment analysts believe the backlash itself reveals how outdated public attitudes toward online subscription platforms still are. They point out that celebrities regularly monetize personal branding through sponsored Instagram posts, paid podcasts, YouTube memberships, live stream donations, and exclusive content communities. In that sense, subscription platforms may simply represent another stage in the evolution of influencer culture. Yet despite those arguments, the emotional reaction from audiences remains strong because viewers feel personally connected to the Shannon family after watching them for so many years. Unlike traditional Hollywood celebrities, reality TV personalities often create a sense of intimacy with audiences. Fans feel like they know them personally because they have witnessed real family struggles unfold on screen. That emotional investment changes how viewers react when new controversies appear. Some fans feel protective, others feel disappointed, and many simply feel fascinated watching another dramatic chapter unfold in a family story they have followed for over a decade. Meanwhile, entertainment blogs and gossip pages continue fueling the discussion with non-stop updates, speculation, and reaction headlines. Some reports claim subscription numbers are already increasing because of the controversy itself. Others suggest the family may eventually address the rumors publicly through interviews or social media live streams. As of now, however, many details remain unverified, leaving the internet to debate assumptions rather than confirmed statements. Still, that uncertainty has not slowed the viral momentum surrounding the story. In fact, mystery often increases online engagement. The less information audiences have, the more speculation spreads. That pattern has become a defining feature of internet celebrity culture. Rumors move faster than facts, reaction videos spread faster than official statements, and controversies can dominate social media feeds within hours. For reality television families like the Shannons, adapting to that environment can be both financially beneficial and emotionally exhausting. The situation also highlights a larger transformation happening across entertainment as a whole. Traditional television fame no longer guarantees long-term financial stability. Even recognizable personalities often need additional income streams once network attention declines. Some launch businesses, others become influencers. Some transition into podcasting, live streaming, or subscription communities. The creator economy has fundamentally changed what it means to be famous. Instead of depending entirely on studios or television executives, creators now monetize direct audience relationships. That model can provide freedom, but it also creates constant pressure to remain visible online. And visibility often comes at the cost of privacy. For Pumpkin, the internet reaction demonstrates exactly how complicated that balance can become. No matter what decision public figures make, audiences will interpret it through their own opinions about fame, money, morality, and celebrity culture. Some viewers will celebrate independence, others will criticize perceived oversharing. And in today's digital world, both reactions generate engagement, clicks, and attention at massive speed. The Shannon family's story has always reflected larger conversations happening inside American pop culture. Years ago, their rise to fame sparked debates about reality television and exploitation. Later, Mumai Jun's struggles fueled conversations about addiction, redemption, and accountability. Now, this latest controversy is triggering debates about creator platforms, financial independence, and the modern internet economy. Whether supporters or critics admit it, the reason the story continues trending is because it touches on much bigger issues than one family alone. As the online conversation continued growing, attention slowly shifted from the original reports themselves to the deeper questions surrounding celebrity survival in the digital era. Many longtime viewers began revisiting old interviews, past reality show moments, and earlier family controversies to understand how the Shannon family reached this point. Some fans argued that the warning signs had existed for years. Others believed the family was simply adapting to an entertainment industry that barely resembles the one they entered more than a decade ago. Either way, one reality became impossible to ignore. Fame today works very differently than it did during the peak years of cable television. Back when Here Comes Honey Boo Boo first exploded into pop culture, television networks controlled almost every aspect of celebrity visibility. Producers decided who audiences watched, when storylines aired, and how personalities were presented to the public. But social media changed that system forever. Now public figures can build entire careers independently through platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Patreon, and OnlyFans. In many ways, modern influencers have more direct power over their audiences than traditional television stars ever did. But with that power comes non-stop pressure to stay relevant in an internet environment that moves faster every single day. One major reason this story gained so much traction is because audiences still associate Pumpkin with the role she played inside the family for years. Compared to some of the chaos surrounding other members of the Shannon family, Pumpkin was often viewed as grounded, protective, and responsible. She became the sibling many fans rooted for during some of the family's most difficult periods. When reports surfaced suggesting she had joined a subscription-based creator platform, reactions became emotional because viewers already had strong opinions about who they believed she was. Some supporters immediately defended her by arguing that motherhood, rising living expenses, and unstable television income make financial independence more important than ever. Across social media, users pointed out that inflation, economic uncertainty, and changing entertainment contracts have forced many creators to diversify income streams. Several commenters noted that reality TV fame rarely guarantees long-term wealth, despite the public perception that television personalities automatically become financially secure. In fact, former reality stars from multiple franchises have publicly discussed struggling financially once their shows ended or production slowed down. Critics of the entertainment industry argue that networks often profit enormously from reality programming while participants receive limited long-term benefits compared to the amount of exposure and public scrutiny they endure. That argument became central to many defenses of Pumpkin online. Some fans said she spent years allowing cameras into deeply personal family situations and now deserves the right to capitalize on her audience directly without public judgment. Others compared the backlash to double standards within celebrity culture itself. Musicians release provocative music videos. Actors pose for magazines. Influencers monetize private moments through vlogs. Yet certain subscription platforms still trigger stronger public reactions because of their reputation. On the other side of the debate, critics questioned whether internet fame is creating a culture where personal boundaries disappear completely. Some argued that reality television already normalized oversharing long before social media existed. According to that perspective, subscription platforms simply take the same cycle further by rewarding creators financially for increasingly personal access. Entertainment psychologists and media analysts have spent years studying how reality TV affects identity, especially for people who become famous at young ages. Some experts believe growing up on television can make it difficult to establish healthy boundaries between public attention and private life. In Pumpkin's case, audiences literally watched her transition from adolescence into adulthood under public observation. That level of exposure is something very few people ever experience. Another reason the story exploded online involves the emotional connection audiences feel toward the Shannon family specifically. Unlike scripted television characters, reality personalities are viewed as real people facing real problems. Viewers watched the family navigate addiction, arrests, financial instability, relationship breakdowns, custody battles, and health struggles in front of millions. Over time, fans developed emotional attachments that go beyond normal celebrity interest. Some feel protective towards certain family members. Others feel frustrated after years of controversies. But either way, audiences remain deeply invested. That emotional investment is exactly what keeps reality television franchises alive even after scandals, cancellations, or years away from mainstream attention. Drama creates headlines, but emotional familiarity keeps viewers returning. Social media has amplified that dynamic dramatically. Every new rumor now spreads instantly across reaction channels, TikTok clips, Reddit discussions, Facebook groups, and YouTube commentary pages. In previous eras, celebrity controversies depended on tabloids or entertainment news programs. Today, anyone with a phone can become part of the conversation.